The value that I bring to VSI, I think, first of all, is clearly from the experience that I had with my own son. But more importantly, I had spent about 12 years up to that point with my son coaching. I was always a manager of his club teams. I was the vice president of Crossfire Soccer Club, and I knew there was a tremendous need for this. Having going through it myself, and basically, as I tell people, I did everything wrong in the process. I was able to correct that and help people understand that it's all about finding the right school for the right reason, where you can play your sport, and if your sport still isn't something that's important to you after you get there, that you picked the right school for the right reasons and want to stay there. I would say, as far as working with kids, I think the highlight of it is not only getting to know kids, many different teenagers in a much more different way than I would with, say, managing a team or even having, a son's friend or something. The getting to know the kids and understanding what they're like. Obviously, kids need to be treated differently, and I think that's a strength that I've always had with my restaurant background, sales background. But it's really satisfying to help kids learn how to be adults, how to understand that it's not about their parents, it's about them. And even though I'm saying the same things their parents are saying, it's extremely gratifying to watch them grow, watch them become self-sufficient, watch them take control of the college search process, and then eventually, obviously, if they're going to play sports, learning how to talk to coaches, the life skills they learn from that is invaluable. The process at VSI, family has always asked us how we get started. Basically, we set up an initial meeting with the family and figure out if the student athlete is motivated to work with us. If they are, generally the conversation turns towards the two of us and the family just kind of listens, the parents listen, and we set forth a plan. I use the term baby steps a lot because teenagers don't want a 12-month plan with the 500 things they're going to do. Of course, the parents would like that, so I kind of go over the rough estimate of what the first 6 months is going to be like. How we start off with a student is generally to meet with the family, find out what they can afford for college, find out what the kids' grades and or test scores, if they're applicable, are, and then come up with a school list based on that, and certainly geographically, because 70% of the schools are located east of the Mississippi River. That shocks a lot of families. I think that the families that are from the East Coast clearly understand that, and then as we go through the process, families start to figure out that because there's more schools, it just clearly opens up more doors. Once we come up with a school list, we mail out a package to every coach for the specific sport. That entails a resume, transcripts, test scores, and a cover letter. After that, the student athlete comes in and follows up with an email and a phone call to the coach just to make sure they receive that. If the kids or earlier than their junior year, a Division I coach can't reply to them, so we're very specific about making sure they understand what to say. All the phone calls are scripted, all the emails we assist writing with them, or at least proofread them. The important thing is that they're written by a kid, not by a parent or an adult. Once we get that accomplished, then the next step is to obviously get the kids seen. In most cases, it requires video. Video is very important in opening the doors to college coaches to at least get a glimpse of what the athleticism might be for a student athlete. After that, and we have some video, the next step is to visit schools. The most important time to do that is actually during the college school year. So midwinter break, Christmas break, any days off is very important. If you've got to go away, like back east, spring break of your sophomore or junior year is absolutely imperative that you go back and spend 5 to 7 days visiting as many schools as you can. One of the things we do for school visits is we help set up the tour, the information session. Student athlete comes in and gives us, and then emails the coaches around those times that the sessions are booked. And then if the coaches are not responding, then generally we will call them the week before as a college advisor and try to help get that done. Those visits now become very important for the student athlete to make the process real. When they've met with coaches, they've talked to coaches, and the coaches can get a little bit of an idea what the kids like. It's very important in the process.